Welcome everyone to another episode of Slasher Scotty. I am your host, Scotty McCoy, and I am about to introduce you to a former WWE Superstar who is going to be interviewed by me for this show today. But before I introduce who this special professional wrestler is, please take a look at this video package so you can get familiar with my guest. Enjoy.
Brooklyn, bringing the hood to you. Bringing it, what you gonna do? Bringing the hood to you. Bringing it, yeah, that's how. Hey yo, no more Hollywood. This is Hollywood, and it's crime time. Be scared, you probably should. I come from the streets. I was raised in the gutter. I run up on your mother for that bread and butter.
That's right, everyone. I have on Zoom with me JTG, former WWE Superstar. Hey, JTG, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's my honor. It really is. I don't know if you remember. I sent you the email yesterday, but I do have this printed out from when I met you at Fan Access.
Yes,
I had to show you this. I've been a huge fan of yours for a while, and I'm very honored to have you on my show. So the first question I wanted to ask you was, how did you get your start into professional wrestling?
How I got my start, I was just always a big wrestling fan, and then after high school, I decided to go for it. You know, that was being pulled in different directions. You know, to by family and friends. You know, go to the Army, Air Force, or be a correctional officer, or go to college. And none of that stuff sat well with my soul, and the professional wrestling was definitely calling me.
Awesome. So can you please tell us the story about how you landed your job working for the WWE?
Well, me and Shad was down in OVW in Louisville, Kentucky, and we were the Southern Tag Team Champions. Al Snow and Danny Davis, the head of OVW at the time, they decided to put the belts on us. And we were champions for, I'll say, about 3 weeks to a month. And we were having matches every week. And Al Snow came up with an idea to, you know, you guys could get over without having to have a match. You know, you guys could do something, you know, show your personality, show your creativity, just go have fun. Go get a cameraman and go have fun.
Right.
And Shad and I was like, okay. And we decided to shoot some skits. And the skits were very similar to what you saw when we debuted in WWE, the vignettes that aired before we made our debut in Los Angeles. It was pretty much the same exact thing, but WWE just used better equipment and a crew. So we shot those skits, and the creative loved it back at WWE at the office. We called it the office, and somebody from the office showed Vince McMahon. And he said, I love this. I love the chemistry, the on-screen personality and chemistry. Let's bring them up. And I wasn't signed at the time. I was just an OVW on my own dime. I was working a 9 to 5. And he was like, well, the little one's not signed. He's like, sign them. Let's bring them up. And within 6 months, that happened I got signed in June. So I'll say maybe May that might have happened, and then in June I got signed, and then October they started airing our vignettes. Right. And I think we debuted in October, I believe. Yeah.
Awesome. So what was it like working for Vince?
Working for Vince was the first couple of years was very fun. Very business like. I didn't have a personal relationship. Everything was just straight business, and right. I enjoyed our interactions, and he was easy to you know, sometimes it was very busy, but you know, he'll get back to you if I needed to go speak to him, and he was very approachable.
Awesome. So there's a lot of stories that you know, regard pranks and ribs and everything in the locker room. So are there any memorable pranks or ribs that either happened to you or from you to someone else that you would like to share?
Oh man, there's a lot of ribs that was done to me, and I've done to other people. One of the very good ribber when I was there, when I first started, was my buddy the wrestling world might know him as Armando Estrada. He was the manager to Umaga. Mm-hmm. and he played a lot of ribs on me. I remember one time, I think we were overseas, and I was using the restroom, and he threw some matches by my feet.
Oh.
He kept doing it while I'm in the stall, and I didn't know it was him. And then when I came out, and I remember he said something like, why is Kenny laughing at you? Like, why they over there snickering at you? I'm like, oh, that was the guy who's probably throwing matches at me. And he was like, oh, there's somebody throwing matches at you? Yeah, I think it's Kenny. He said he's laughing, right? He's like, yeah. And then I remember I let it go by, and then maybe like an hour or two later, he came back. He was like, hey, Kenny's in the bathroom. And when he told me that Kenny was in the bathroom, I just saw some feet. And when I thought I'd throw matches at it, and then it wasn't Kenny's feet. It was actually Randy Orton's feet. And I was like, oh shit, my bad. I thought you was somebody. Else. And Armando ran off and was laughing at me. But yeah, that was a good one.
Oh my God, what did Orton do with that?
No, I apologize. I told he laughed. He laughed it off. But he thought I had to really explain. If I didn't explain it to him, it would have been really ugly. But yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. Oh my gosh. So let's see. So for those that don't know, obviously, part of being a professional wrestler is that grueling travel schedule, but you also hear a lot of memorable stories about like the road trips from city to city. So do you have any stories about being on the road that you like to share?
Oh yeah, I have a few, but I'm not gonna talk about every one. There's one I put in my book that's very memorable. I was riding with Bray Wyatt, and we was driving from one town to the next for the next show, and we just finished eating, and we were leaving. We were on the road, and somebody like was speeding by us and was driving crazy, and it was more than one car. It was two cars. I think his brother Bo was in the next car, and I think they cut them off, and Bray was like, "Oh, we're gonna chase them. Like, you're not gonna speed by me and like cut me off and then go in front of my brother and like almost get him into an accident." And he was like, he just started chasing them down, and then they were going so fast. He was like, forget it, it's not worth it. And then like further down the highway, they were way ahead of us. The car does like a triple. Like it had something, they lost control and did like a triple barrel.
Oh my God.
And we were like, oh shit. And then I was like, man, we got to go to the next town. I like, let's stop and see if they need help. Like call the police, but I didn't expect for us to get out the car. And Bray was like, we have to help them. And I'm like, yeah, call 911. But he wanted to, make sure that they were all right. So he got out the car, and I was like, hey man, I don't know if you watch Hollywood movies, but when the car's upside down, you don't know what's like it could blow up. You don't know
Right.
what's leaking. But he went to the car to go check on them, and it was actually teenage girls. They were rushing to go to a game, and they borrowed their parents' car or something like that, and they lost control of the car. I don't think they even had a license.
Oh boy.
And he helped them out of the car, and they're like, please don't tell our parents. It's like, the police, the ambulance is here, your car's upside down, they're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he pulled them out of the car, and he helped them, and we waited there for the ambulance to come. So Bray Wyatt is also a hero in my in my book.
Nice. That's crazy. Let's see. So when looking back at your career as a professional wrestler, and even including the present time, which match or feud do you think was your favorite?
One of my favorite feuds is working with Morrison and The Miz.
Okay.
The feud started on .com, WWE.com, and then it just spilled into the ring. And we had some good feuds. We had some great battles. We was battling. Our shows are battling each other back and forth. We had Word Up, and they had I forgot the name of this show. If you could help me out, what's the name of it?
Dirt Sheet.
Dirt Sheet, yes.
Yep.
So yeah, Word Up versus the Dirt Sheet.
Yes.
And then we had a rap battle. They made a music video. It was just crazy, but we had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So which vignette that you did with Shad as Crime Time, which one do you think was your favorite? They were all iconic.
Oh yeah, well we did one with backstage with when we stole Deuce and Domino's car. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if you remember that. After we got the upset on us, and then we decided to, borrow their car.
Right.
And we took it to the chop shop. We cut a cool promo. The reason why I like the promo so much because it was done live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was done live. It was right after our match, and we had to beeline and get in position. And after remembering a long match, and then we had to remember this promo, but we was able to execute it, and it came off great.
That's awesome. I was watching last night, the one where you're backstage with Shad and Vince is there and William Regal and Teddy Long, and then William Regal I guess he has the hat on, he's going money, money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then William Regal going all crazy.
At the end, SummerSlam. Yeah, I think that was also a one take too.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. That one's very funny too. And I was watching also the other night. Was it last night? The one where you were in the Christmas and you were at the nursing home.
Nursing home. Yes.
Yeah. That was a good one. So when you were working for the WWE, who was the locker room leader, so to speak, and what was it like being backstage with all the other guys?
The locker room leaders, because there were two different brands. There were Raw and SmackDown. I believe on the SmackDown, Taker was usually on the on the blue side, so he was definitely the locker room leader. And then on Raw, it was John. It was definitely John Cena.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, John Cena held it down for a long time.
Yeah. So what was it like being backstage with all the other guys? Was it a cool experience?
When I first started, it was kind of a little bit like walking on eggshells. You didn't want to piss nobody off or get heat. That's the term that we use backstage. You don't want to get heat. That could not just ruin your life behind the scenes. It could also spill into the ring, and nobody wants to work with you or ride with you to the next town. And being on the road, you need acquaintances, you need people, travel buddies, you need people to vent to. You just need camaraderie. So, but if you have heat, that could definitely take a toll on your personal life and personal and business life. Yeah.
Right. That's crazy. So let me see. Okay, so for those familiar with what you're currently up to in the professional wrestling industry, do you want to let everyone know where they can find you wrestling? Like if you're with any promotions and indie scenes?
Oh yeah, I'm all over the indie scene. Right now, I'm the VIP heavyweight champion. Won that in November, I believe. Yeah, I'm defending the title this month, at the end of the month, January 29th, against Hammerstone. So I'm looking forward to my first title defense.
Nice.
So definitely follow me and keep up to date on my title reign on Instagram at JTG121084. And also with all my other projects. I just released a new fitness ebook. For those who want to get big arms. I'm kind of a sensei when it comes to big arms.
I have nothing.
You have nothing. Well, you need to get the newbie's guide to big biceps. Check
I definitely do.
It's only $9.99, so check it out. 6-week program, little tips and tricks, and what I noticed when I was on the when I've been working out bodybuilding for 18 years. So I've noticed a lot of mistakes a lot of people make, some mistakes I made, and I just saved you a lot of time and effort in the gym. You don't have to go through everything I went through. Just get those gains. Yeah. Then I also have my beard care company, Sexy as Hell Beard Care. You see this, I'm sporting this Sexy as Hell beard. And if you want one too, go to sahbeardcare.com, beard oils, and we also have body butters, so you can smell good from beard to toe.
Nice. Awesome. So I hate not really hate, but definitely we want to obviously 2020 was a horrible year with COVID-19. Also, we lost a really good wrestler, Shad Gaspard, one of your really good friends, if not your best friend. He went out a hero. Honest to God, a hero, a true hero. You can spend as much time as you want if you want to talk about Shad, tell stories about him, either professional, personal, or any moments or memories that you have with them.
Memories of Shad. Well, it's overall my experience with Shad. I've known him since I was 18. you know, it's always been like a big brother relationship. You know, he always looked, make sure I made sure that I was good, you know, checked on me. And with the last couple of years, he was like very positive. I guess it's the LA vibe. We both live in LA, and then we just became so positive, and, you know, not giving any attention to negativity and just focusing on our passions. And he had a lot of projects going on. He poured a lot of passion into it, and people generally wanted to help him because he was just so passionate and positive, and he always kept a good vibe. And, you know, that definitely spilled onto me, and, you know, I'm working on all my projects, and it is all and taking a little piece from his puzzle, you know, just being positive and radiating positivity.
Right. That's awesome. And yeah, he's definitely a true hero. And the reason why I wanted to mention him was because he should never be forgotten. He should always be remembered for who he was as a person. And he was a great
Absolutely.
wrestler. He was a great wrestler as well, and I'm sure a great family man, a great human being. So I'm glad you got to, you know, share that about him for those that don't know anything about him, so it could live on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is everything. The last question I did have was any projects or gigs or websites, social medias that you wanted, but you already promoted that. If you, I mean, for anybody that wants, they can go to your website, get your beer, you know, beer products and beard products. Oh my God, I can't speak today. And you can get his book. Where's your book located? On Amazon?
Yes, on Amazon. It's called The Newbie's Guide to Big Biceps. I also have my my 2 other wrestling books. Those are
Okay.
Amazon bestsellers. The Damn Why Did I Write This Book and Damn Why Did I Write This Book Too.
Nice.
You check those out too.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah, beard and body products. I also have some other projects that I'll be launching in the 1st of February. Just stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, JTG121084.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And before I let you go, I just want to let everybody know this is going to be airing on, of course, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Spotify. So if you're listening to the podcast, you can go over and look for Slasher Scotty on YouTube. And I will be having other content on there, as well as all my interviews that I have conducted in the past, as well as my future interviews. So give me a subscribe. If you're watching this video on YouTube, smash the like button. This is the video portion of it. This is on YouTube, so you'll be able to you know, give us a subscription right on YouTube, so you can follow us and see all the great content I have in works. I also wrote my script for the first YouTube series I'm working on called The Body Count as well, so about classic horror movies. So I'll be doing. So thank you so much, JTG, for joining me. It really is a great honor. Once you said emailed me back, and I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. So I'm really excited, and it was an honor to meet you in 2013, and it is an honor to talk to you now. I truly appreciate you giving me your time.
All right, you have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your day and stay safe.
You too. All right, bye.
All right, thanks. Bye.